Hey, isn't this the same guy we had on the ferry with us? What's he doing here?
Rather bleak. Rather bleak. Good day, madam. I believe we've just been speaking to one another. Yes. Awful weather, isn't it?
I have a lot to do, Mr. McNamara. If you'd like to follow me.
Yes, of course.
This is so typical New Yorker attitude. Nobody has time for anything.
I'll tell
Everybody
Dr.
just wants to
Young.
move along. Well, we are officially in the madhouse. I don't think we're getting out of here anytime soon.
This reminds me more of a jail than a hospital. Oh God. Somebody's screaming back there.
Wow. This voice acting is amazing. These dialogues and this voice acting are some of the cheesiest things that I've ever heard.
Closed.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go in there. Can we go back there? No.
He's here.
Good, good. I'm here, David. Come on over. Our wonder boy from the capital. Welcome.
Hello, Dr. Young. I've already heard about you. I'm pleased to be able to work with you.
Tamara, this is David McNamara, the trauma specialist from Washington. The government has sent him to help us. Because we can't handle things here by ourselves.
Well, I don't think it's quite like that.
Mr. McNamara and I have already had the pleasure. Do you still need me, Doctor?
No, you can go. David and I will just get started with our work. Thank you, Tamara.
Is she always so, short?
Tamara? Indeed, yes. You can call her efficient. You get used to her.
Ah. I take it you have some information for me.
We've had some for days.
Maybe we should wait for the detective. As far as I know, he ought to be here soon.
I wouldn't bet on it. He is never on time. Anyway, you'll need some things from me for your work. I'll have a look and get them all together.
Can I have a look around?
Of course, I'm in the cockpit, out front in the hall. Just come on in when you've seen enough.
Okay, totally not ominous at all. But yeah, let's look around. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? That looks like a very uncomfortable sleeping position. Oh, I'm guessing that's the detective.
Hey, you there.
Yes?
What are you doing here?
So much for the
I could
big
ask you
event.
the same thing.
You don't get funny with me, friend. Detective Moretti, NYPD. I'd like to see your credentials, and fast.
I don't believe that'll be necessary, Detective. My name's David McNamara, forensic psychiatrist from Washington.
Ah, the shrink.
Yes, the shrink.
Ah, well, excuse me, Doc. I thought all you psych types wore white coats.
Many do, but not all. I find normal clothes are less threatening to the patients.
My wife sees it the other way around. Figures folks are much more scared of plainclothes cops than the blues. You're late, Doc.
Yes, I'm sorry. Personal stuff. I couldn't get here any earlier.
Someone die?
No.
Someone sick?
Listen, Detective, can we leave it at that, please? I couldn't get here earlier, okay?
Sorry, Doc. I'm just a curious guy. It goes with the job. Anyway, you'll get over it.
I'll get over what?
Now who's the shrink here, you or me? Okay, let's talk business. You seen this mess already?
I just got here.
Well then, let's bring you up to date. You have anything against talking in the hall without this racket?
Dr. Young's out front, waiting in the cockpit.
I'd prefer to do this without Dr. Young. Jeez. Come on, Doc.
All right. Can I actually just go and inspect the rest of stuff first? Let's see. So far, everybody seems to be exceptionally well behaved. Okay. Well, let's go talk to the detective.
Okay, here I am. So what have you found out?
Not much. We found 5 automatic pistols, a whole heap of dirty clothes bought from department stores, and a few aggressive, nameless amnesiac crazies.
Oh. You got any theories?
Drugs, maybe? A sect? Whatever. It's difficult to imagine that all 5 of them are here by coincidence. We're still checking if any of the kids can be connected with any homicides. The big problem is we don't know a damn thing about any of them.
What's with the tabloids printing their pictures?
We couldn't do anything about it. We had orders from the highest level to keep a lid on it. Total news blackout. Some stuff got leaked to the press. Those roaches just have a nose for it. So Doc, just so we understand each other, as a doctor, you're under an obligation of patient confidentiality anyway. But I just have to inform you that these investigations and anything connected to them are strictly top secret. Okay? You won't speak to anyone, and that goes for your wife and your mother. Understood?
No problem.
Good. Now let's find out what the hell happened to those kids. How long are you gonna need?
I can't tell you that.
Can't you be a little bit more specific?
Trauma patients all react very differently. Maybe I'll know more tomorrow. Maybe in 6 weeks.
And maybe never, right?
Maybe you could let me begin first, Detective.
Yeah. You're the shrink.
Yes, right, Phil.
How long have you been there, Moretti?
On the job? As of this year, I'll have been carrying the badge for 25 years. I'll be getting a gold watch. I can't wait.
Have you ever seen anything like this in all that time?
You know what, Doc? There are wackos running around this city in the thousands. I've seen everything from burned out Vietnam vets to flipped out grandmothers. The weird thing about these kids is that they're not individual cases. You might almost think it's something contagious.
Sure hope not.
Why do I have a feeling like Moretti is not gonna survive this game?
How can I get a hold of you if I turn up anything new?
I'll send you my contact details. But I'll come by from time to time if that's all right with you.
I have no problem with that.
Which hotel you staying at again?
The Skyline. It's in,
I know where it is, Doc. Nice neighborhood. If you get bored, we can meet up for a beer.
Great. I could use some relaxation. Why don't you want Dr. Young with us? Had some kind of problem with him?
No, it's just I'd prefer not to have him hear every word. You're leading the investigation now, Doc. He doesn't need to know everything. What do you make of him?
Nothing at all. I know him only from his professional papers.
He's a little strange, for sure. But what do you expect from a shrink? Present company excluded, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, strange. but you almost get the feeling that this kind of hospital does something to people. I mean, you met Young's assistant? She'd give anyone the creeps.
Maybe you're right. We're all a little cracked.
Yeah, true.
I'll take a look.
And keep me up to date.
Sure will.
All right. Good luck.
I wonder how many save files we can actually have in this game. Like, can I just keep on making new save files, or will the game crash at some point if I reach like 500 saves or something? Because I will be saving a lot. Let's talk to the shrink. Let's see what he has.
Dr. Young, do you have a moment for me?
Already done with the checks?
I'm not doing any checks here, Doctor. The detective is outside. We've been talking.
Good. Then you're already up to speed.
There's a few other things I want to discuss from a medical perspective. Tell me about this morning's incident.
Okay. A young female, approximately 20 years old. Picked up at 5:30 at the Flatbush Avenue junction, close to the Skyline Hotel. She's in cell 4. Second door on the right down the corridor.
What's her condition? Is she receptive?
In shock. Completely traumatized. Totally vacant.
Medication?
2 injections of tranquilizer and a light neuroleptic, nothing more. We were directed to wait until you arrived.
Has she said anything since? Called out? Written anything?
Only wailed like the others. Pretty much the same.
Ah. And? What's your opinion?
My opinion here doesn't come into it. You are the external expert for such cases.
Oh, Doctor, please. You were publishing articles while I was still in elementary school. Now I'm asking you for an opinion as a colleague.
No, David. They're your patients now.
Wow.
That was communicated to me most emphatically.
Ah. Okay, then.
So helpful.
I've read your articles. The Young method. Medication-based memory therapy. Am I right? You had a glittering career.
True, but that was many years ago. Shall we say things didn't go entirely as planned?
Yes, that can happen. I'm no stranger to that sort of thing myself.
Really? You seem to be a man much in demand, David. Any practicing psychiatrist who is summoned to work for the government surely can't complain.
I haven't worked for the state since my military service.
And I have worked exclusively for the state.
What's the condition of the other patients?
Let me just give you the files.
Okay, cool. So I got some reading ahead of us.
This morning's case is already there?
Naturally.
Tell me, how long has this hospital been here?
Oh, you mean how come it looks so run down?
Okay, yeah. Nobody should be treating sick people under such conditions.
What you mean is that no deserving psychiatrist should be working in a place like this. Yeah, welcome to 1960s Romania, David. You can thank your government for the conditions.
I'm not really sure you could get away with a place like this under current guidelines.
That's it. Staten Island Hospital isn't going to exist for much longer. As it looks at the moment, these 5 young people are its last cases.
Okay. So what's going to happen to you and Tamara?
We'll be taken care of.
You've already found a new position?
You could say that.
May I ask where?
You may not, I'm afraid. That's a private matter between Tamara and myself.
Okay, I get it. Can I visit the cell?
You can, but I'd be careful. Cell 5 is having repeated violent outbursts, and with the others, I'm not so sure about them either. Tamara, give him an alarm pager and the keys.
Thanks.
Okay
Alright.
then. Good luck, my dear colleague.
Can't interact with anything else.
Thanks, Doctor.
Oh, wait. End,
I'll go take a look myself.
end conversation first. La 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 la. Okay, still can't interact with anything. Got it.
Locked.
Cool. Let's go. And now let's take a look at these files.
Let's see.
Okay. So they were all admitted on the same day. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, amnesia, patient disoriented, extremely aggressive behavior, impulsive episodes. Oh, that's the one in room 5. I'm guessing these files will update as we go through our investigation. Obsessively and repeatedly uttered word delete, possibly a technical expression. Okay. Okay, wait, so 10th. So she was the first one. She got admitted on the 9th. Then came all the boys and then this girl. Okay. Not sure if that's gonna be relevant, but just in case.
An alarm pager. I recognize these things from the secure units in the army. The key to the cells.
Alright, let's go. Let's see what we can see. Cell 1.
Hi, son. Don't worry. Keep calm. I'm David McNamara. I'm here to help you. Can you hear me? Do you understand? Jeez, what the hell happened to you guys?
What's written on the wall there? 962. I feel like this is gonna be important.
Somebody's there. They're coming.
What was that? You're remembering something. That's good. Nothing can happen to you. I'll come back later and we'll have another try, okay?
I'm gonna start keeping notes here because I have a feeling like this is gonna be a bit of a puzzle, honestly. There's something written on the wall here. M119? Maybe that's a C and then 962. Just gonna keep track of that. And 962 written over here as well. Nothing else in the room, so let's move on to the next one.
Let's take a look at the others, shall we? Hello. Can you hear me? Don't cry, sweetheart. I'm gonna help you. Don't worry. I'll come back later. I'll leave her in peace for now.
All right. I think she was the first one, right? If I remember correctly. Like there should be 2 girls and one of them was the first one to be admitted. Same thing written on the wall.
Good morning, son. Hey, man. Hey, look at me.
I have a feeling like this is
See you
gonna
later,
go
then.
horribly wrong.
Depressing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just chill a little, huh?
Yeah, what else is he supposed to do? He's locked in a psychiatric cell, my man. Ah. Come on. Oh, she's the last one. Yeah, I think she's the latest one that got admitted. If I remember the files correctly.
Hi. Are you the girl that just came in here this morning? I heard you really scared some folks. Would you like to tell me what happened? Doesn't have to be right now. I can come back later. See you later then, okay?
Okay, why is the angle of the room different for her than for everybody else? That's what I want to know. Like, I feel like there's some significance here. Okay, let's try the one who is aggressive. This can only end badly.
I better get out of here. My God, these kids are completely gone. I'll look through the files first. I hope Meridian sends me his contact details soon. I've got a few questions for him.
Can't access any of these, can I? No. Too bad.
My new PDA. Dr. Young?
Yes. So, David, how did it go? Lucked out with your first contact? Reverse memory activated?
You've read my treatise? I'm pleased.
It's difficult to avoid when it gets reprinted as often as it does.
Yes, that's true. It caused quite a commotion. Did you like it?
I don't want to argue with you, David. I'm also not entitled to.
Just tell me, will you?
We both come from different eras of psychiatry. We're worlds apart, and I don't believe I have any regrets about that.
Uh-huh.
And to be honest, you are very quick to respond to criticism of your methods. This step-by-step regression might well ring true in theory, but in practice...
Well, in my time in the Army, we had some great successes. For example, with the reconstruction of combat situations, and...
I heard you were dishonorably discharged from the Army.
Can I ask where you got that from?
I'm not so out of touch as you might think. They're not all your friends, you know, our fellow professionals.
That may well be true. Now, where my discharge had to do with personal matters. It had nothing to do with my work.
I heard differently. Weren't there one or two problems with your, let's say, stability?
Listen, I don't know what you're getting at, but I find it neither fair nor appropriate when you...
It's not right, then. It's okay. Maybe I've been listening a little too much to the general gossip. I wish you the very best of luck with your method, regardless. I think you'll need it.
Thank you for your honesty. I value that.
Well, that was a very productive conversation, aside from the fact that we just learned that we got dishonorably discharged from the military.
A radio.
Excuse me, Doctor. That's Tamara's radio. Please leave it where it is.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, my dude, what did you expect? That you can just...
Locked.
That you can just use random radios that you find lying around? Like, come on. I mean, I know the point of this game is to click everything. Like, that's kind of required for this sort of game. Actually, let me go outside for a moment. Let me see if I can talk to this guy again, because I think that was the guy who was at the ferry with us. The guy who didn't want to talk to us.
Hi. Good morning. Haven't I seen you over there on the pier in Manhattan?
So?
Oh, nothing. It's just that I don't know a soul in New York, and so I'm a bit surprised when I meet somebody a second time.
Yeah. Amazing.
What are you doing out here? You're gonna get wet through and through.
You tell me. It's just my job.
What is your job then?
Security.
Ah. You watch out that nobody makes a run for it.
A shitty job. The labor exchange hung it on me. 12 hours hanging around. For $6.50 an hour.
And? Has anyone ever made a run for it?
Nah. This place is like a graveyard.
Yeah. Almost too much.
Now you're getting wet, friend.
Yeah, you're right. I'd better go inside. See you around. You should do something about that cough.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay?
You're joking, right?
You really ought to take shelter.
I'm okay.
That really does not sound good. And I think now I'm stuck in this conversation. Oh, no. It's done. Okay, cool.
Rather bleak.
Okay, nothing new to say about that. Can I go anywhere else? Oh, whoops. Wait, what? Oh, cool, so I can just go back and forth whenever I want. Nice. Let's see. Still nothing to do at this pier.